gracious silhouette, arms crossed, chin up, shoulder to the jamb. Her pose was languid, reflexively seductive still, in spite of everything. "Hi, Johnny," she offered in baby voice upon his approach. "Don't start," he replied, stomping past her. She turned and followed him in after squeezing shut the heavy wooden doors. Once he was inside, his nostrils twitched. Since the chalet had only been completed a couple of months before, the scent of milled cedar still hung in the air like a freshly decimated forest. "I'm kinda hungry," he said, finally turning to her. "Anything to eat?" "Rosie left some stuff in the fridge," she answered. "I'd fix you something, but I gotta run upstairs." "For some Coke?" He smiled. "To check on our son," she replied icily. "And to pee." "Where is she? I need to give her a check."
"Rosie?"
she asked, raising her penciled eyebrows. "Yes, Rosie." He glared stupidly at her.
"I sent her out for some things. You can give it to me."
"That's okay. I'll wait. How's my son?"
"Our son's okay,"
she answered, ignoring the jab.
"He's bigger now, and he's getting into everything. Rosie's been trying to toilet train him. I get real sick of that shit."
She rolled her eyes, and his rolled back at her. Mother of the Year.
"I didn't tell him you were coming, 'cause he would have been too hyper to sleep."
She crossed her arms.
"Besides, you were late."
"I'll see him tomorrow. Go ahead and do whatever." After she left, he made his way to the breakfast bar, dragged out a stool and lifted himself onto it. Then he yawned. His stomach rumbled. He was both starving and nauseous. He hopped down, crossed the floor to the refrigerator, then opened it, startling a cluster of beer bottles. After grabbing a Pepsi and a half-empty cellophane tube of Oreos, he went back to the bar stool and sat, then shoved 2 cookies in his mouth.
"What you thinking?"
She'd slipped on a pink ski parka, as if headed outside. Strange. "I'm thinking you called me here because you want something."
"Well,"
she slipped her hands in her pockets.
"as a matter of fact, I do."
"Too bad," he mumbled through crumbs. "Because I'm not giving you anything until you tell me what you meant about Bill." He chewed, then swallowed. "Being able to make it snow in Hollywood. What exactly did you mean by that?"
"I said something I shouldn't have, to piss you off."
"You're lying."
"Anyhow, I didn't tell you to come here to talk about that old prick. Besides, if you've got a problem with him, you should deal with it yourself. He's part of your stuck-up family, not mine."
"That's okay, Tiff. Don't tell me. It'll all come out anyway, and when it does, you'll be prosecuted as an accessory." He smiled brightly. "Then again, maybe you'll tell me when I remind you that 1 court-ordered drug test will make sure you never see Jeremy again, or any of my money."
"I don't need your money anymore."
"Really?" He laughed. "For Christ's sake, Tiff, who's going to keep him from falling down the stairs, or drowning in the lake when you're out whoring for cash?"
"I'm off coke,"
she stated imperiously.
"And you know, I'm not going to let anything happen to him, and Rosie won't either. What kind of mother do you think I am?"
"You don't want to know."
"And you don't want to know what kind of father or husband I think you are."
"At least I didn't get knocked up for someone else's money."
"I didn't get that way by myself, in case you forgot. And from what I heard,"
she glared at him,
"you had your own little reason for screwing me."
"You listen to too much gossip," he snapped. "I just wonder if he's really mine. I've heard things, you know."
"We're not going through all that again, Johnny. He's all yours, like it or not."
"I wish I could believe you." But he did believe her, at least about this one thing. His son was the image of himself at the same age, right down to the emerging cleft in his chin.
"I've got something to tell you,"
she said finally. "Yeah, so I figured," he said, then shoved his tongue between the crevices of his teeth to extract cookie mush.
"I'm dating someone. It's serious."
"Really?" His eyebrows arched. "You actually found someone stupider than me? That wasn't part of the terms. We both agreed not to see anybody else until we worked this out."